This place is a subway station. May, are you familiar with this place? Didn't she just obtain the authority of origin through this place? Sorry, there's no more privacy of your thoughts once the authority of the Herrscher of Sentience are bounded together. Herrscher of Sentience. I can explain it myself. This place should be related to me, or should I say, related to the Herrscher of Origin. Earlier, it was the beacon that led me here when I was pursuing the back door, but what just happened to us was the complete opposite. It appeared in front of us on its own before we could investigate. Given that the cocoon finality signal has been exposed, this might mean that we, or someone among us, should be one step away from becoming the Herrscher of Finality. Isn't it obvious? I just said that different Herrscher powers were coming from all directions. Raiden May, you really don't know? It's true. I don't know what the power of origin is referring to. I'm just acting on instinct, and the result is what you see. But aren't things going too smoothly? I thought we'd have to go through a lot more battles and find enemy Herrscher cores to gather the powers. I felt the same, but judging from the current situation, perhaps our understanding of Herrscher's nature is still seriously off. Wait, if that's true, haven't we made a big mistake? Remember, right at the beginning, we were chasing after a certain energy. Now that I think about it, the energy that May was chasing and we were chasing wasn't the same. Seems like it. In hindsight, we were chasing Kevin's shadow, and you guys were chasing Origin, which is me. So it wasn't just dumb luck, but faith and sincerity. I want to change things, to hurry and connect with you, to help Kiana, to make the impossible possible. It is every small but sincere wish that gives me power and allows me to keep moving forward. And if these wishes are gathered in one place, maybe they can become power. If that's true, this should be called the authority of romance, right? You guys. Perhaps I need to cool you down right now. Herrscher of Sentience, what happened? I don't know. Can you still see May and Bronya? I can't see anyone anymore. Can you reach them? Don't move. Close your eyes. You guys are lucky. Kiana. May, Bronya, I'm fine. But what in the world happened? I don't know. If I have to guess, maybe the power of the cocoon has already started to take effect. Are you still in the subway station? Yes. That might mean that the cocoon of finality chose you on its own, Kiana. But all that's here with me now is just fog. What do I do? Herrscher of Sentience, will you do us a favor? I'll keep my end of the deal. Just say it. Good. Now, I can still sense that the wills and powers of all Herrschers are gathering where Kiana is. I hope you can screen them and remove any potentially dangerous parts. This is like, asking me to find the consciousnesses of several Herschers on my own. I won't force you if you can't do that, but Brownie and I will still do our best to project our consciousness there and at least help Kiana stabilize the space. You're not taking me seriously, are you? Dealing with the consciousnesses of some dead Herschers? Even the ones alive like you guys can't stand up to me, okay? That's the spirit. But projecting your consciousnesses in the situation wouldn't be dangerous. It will happen, whether by our choice or not. This fog seemed to be screening all the Herschers except for you. In the end, we're likely to be reabsorbed by it. Or you've already found a way to harness the power of finality and don't need our help? I got it. If it falls on my shoulders to make everyone Kevin's equal, I won't say no to any helping hand. I've been waiting for you to say that. Kiana, let's first help you dispel some of the fog in front of you. But doing that might temporarily break the connection between us. Yeah, you'll have to be prepared, Kiana. Here we go. The fog, it did dwindle slightly. May, Bronya, Herrscher of Sentience? This authority, is it from the Herrscher of Corruption? I see, it was once defeated by the Herrscher of Origin. I understand your wish, Herrscher of Corruption. We will prove to you what sort of things are worth existing forever, and can exist forever. It's alright. This is the opportunity that everyone did their best to create for me. It's not just this time. From over 10 years ago, from the time I met Dad, I've already been treading this path. This is the battlefield where the three of us fought the Herrscher head-on for the first time. Also a stage of tragedy. Wendy, what you failed to tell Bronya back then, she knows now. We all know you're a gentle and strong soul. Everything we do now is precisely because everyone's happiness is more important than the Herrscher powers. What a familiar sight. It's your thing, isn't it? Even though I could not persuade you, but at that time, you told me to follow the path of my choice. You only cared about the outcome. I don't think that is all of it, but the results does have an important meaning. The flowers do smell good. Mom.
Cecilia 妈妈。
Nagazora. I met May here, and Bronya.
我遇见了牙医，遇见了 Bronya。
Happy things, sad things,
悲伤的事
there were many.
都有很多。
When everything's over, I'll go back to Nagazora with them. Maybe at that time, the city would have revived with a
会以
different
另一
look.
种面貌重获生机。这里
Here,
是牙
May
医
and
和
my
姐姐
sister witnessed
他
the
们见
story
证的那段
together.
故事吧。
To all the
被
people
命运所捉弄的
played
人
by
们，
fate, please
请安
rest in
息吧。
peace.
纵使
Even
悲
if
剧不可避
tragedies are
免，我们
inevitable,
也会努力
we
抗
will
争，
fight to our
一直
last
抗争
breath.
下去。
Oh, it's Mount
是太虚
Taishan.
山。
After going through so
经历了
much,
这么多事，
Persia of
时之
Sentience
旅
is
者
our partner
他也
now.
是我们的伙伴了。
That
你过
question
去
you
一直
used to
纠结的那
struggle
个问
with.
题，
There is
已经没
no
必要再
need
寻找
to
答
look
案
for
了
an
吧？
answer anymore, right? You're
你
not
不是
Fu
浮
Hua
华，
because you don't
因
need
为
to
你
become her.
不需要成为浮华。
Behind
门
this
后
door,
就是这
here.
里。
The cocoon of
10年の
finality
眉
is
ど
coming
んどん
closer.
近くなっています。
No need to
心
worry.
配しないで。
Kiana has long
Kiana
stopped being the
ちゃんはもう光だ
child
け
who
を追
can
いかけ
only
る子じゃない
follow the
から。
light. You are now a flame
今のあなたは
illuminating
他
others.
人を照らす炎。
Things in the past that
変えられない
seemed
過去も
difficult to bear
あなたの力
have
にしかなり
become
ません。
your strength. Are you ready, Kiana? The destination is right ahead. After stepping into the clear light, the girls finally reached the cocoon of finality. And also arrived in front of him. He didn't say a word, but still a question echoed in their minds. It reminded Mei of when she faced the will of Honkai, but this was different. Who are you? Not you, Raiden Mei. Not you, Bronya Zajic. I am Kiana Caslana, an ordinary Valkyrie. I'm also K23, a test subject created by Auto. I can also be considered an extension of Siren. Of course, along with those, I'm also Siegfried's daughter, Teresa's niece, Durandal's younger sister, Himiko's student, and a friend of Mei, Bronya, Fuhua, and others. And also, Kevin's descendant. Why did you come? Are you asking about the reason or what I wished for? A long time ago, I wished to find my dad. At Saint Freya, I wished to become the strongest S-rank Valkyrie. For a time after I left school, I wish I could turn back time. Now, my wish is to bring this imperfect story closer to perfection. Just like how humanity learned to make fire, cook food, and defend themselves against predators. To solve the problem facing us, to make our wishes come true, I came here. But to put it in perspective, be it fire or the power of finality, they will eventually become part of people's daily lives and bring them one step closer to the future. That's why I came. I become the lightning bolt that strikes the tree. As for what humanity can create from the kindling, we're yet to find out. Why do you want to do this? Didn't expect to get a series of whys. Frankly speaking, anyone that asks won't bother much about this question, because the answer is always in their reach. Because this world raised me.
是这个世界养育了我。
Because before me, there were people who kept moving forward to better the world and to spread happiness.
而不断前行。
They taught me to be
是他
determined
们教
and
会了我坚
persistent.
强和执着。
They gave
是
me
他
the
们给予了
courage
我
to
前
forge
行的勇
ahead.
气。
They taught me
是
what
他们告
love
诉我
was and what
什么是
beauty
爱，
was.
什么是美好。
And it was them
也是他们
who'd been there for me all along. There are some of
尽管
them
很多
whom
时
I
候
never
我
met
们素不
and
相识，
had the
未
chance
曾
to
谋
know
面，
well, but they all
但谁又
helped
能
me
说
one way or
自己从来没
another.
有受到过他们的帮助？
So even if
所以
it's not me
哪怕
standing
今天
here
站在你
today,
面前的不是
there
我，
sure will
也一
be
定会有另一
someone
个人出
else
现，
on
为
their
他们而
behalf,
来，
someone
而另一
who
个他
shares
也
the
一定
same
会和此刻的
conviction
我
with
展现
me.
出完全相同的意志，
The world
世界
gave us life,
赋予了我们生命，
but only by burning it
但只有
can
将
we
它
get
燃
our
烧，
own value.
我们才能得到自己的价值。
There was a brief silence. Then he asked the final question. Of course,
这还用说吗？
of course, I'm willing to fight for all that is beautiful in the world. He took a step forward, smiling without any reply. And the moment he stood still, something rushed into the body, resonating through the mind. I knew it. You are just a
你只是一
mirror.
面镜子，
Or should I
或者
say,
说
you are me.
你就是我。面对最真实的自己，
Facing my true self.
这就是惩戒
Is
中
this
间
what
的
I
资
need
格
to do to qualify for finality?
看来
Seems
我
we're
们终于和
finally
凯
on the
文
same
站在同一
footing
起跑
as
线上。
Kevin. Though his
尽
method
管
was
他的
close
方
to
式近乎
stealing,
盗取，
the cocoon still
但且
recognized
依然
him
认可了他，
and expected to see
同
a
时期
winner
待看
between
到我们
us.
之中的胜者。既然这
So
样，
we've got to
那我们不
win
赢得
with
漂亮一
style.
点，可不好办啊。
Of
当然，
course, after
毕竟我
all,
们和
we're
凯
just
文
like
一样，
Kevin,
各自
each
代表了一个时
representing
代。
our own era.
因为种种机缘
Because
巧
of
合，
many
比起
coincidences,
普通人，
compared with
我
ordinary
们多向前
people,
走了一步。
we have taken one step
也因此来到
further
了
and
聚
come
光
to
灯
the
前。
spotlight.
我们的确成
We
为了
did
绿
become
者，
Hershers,
但我们
but we are
也
still
仍然属
human.
于人类。我们
What
接
we
下来
need
要
to do
做的，
next is to
就
carry
是将
through
人
the
类的
human
意志
will to
贯
the
彻始
end
终，
and fight the
用
final
生人
battle
进
with the
行最后的
Guardian.
交锋。人类是寻求
Humanity
真
is a
理的物
truth
种，
seeking species.
每个人
Every
都在
person
寻求
grows
真理的
in
过
the
程中
search
逐
for
渐成
truth.
长。是
Yes,
的，
we make mistakes
我们会犯
and
下
we
错
take the
误，
wrong steps.
我们会步入歧途。
But
但
that's
人类的意志
exactly where the
却
human
正
will
在这么显
shines.
现。
If
犯
we
了
make a
错误，
mistake,
正
we
变好，
correct it.
步入
If we
歧
take
途，
the wrong
回
way,
头
we
变好。
turn around.
过
Past
去的经
sins
历虽
can't
然
be
无法改变，
undone.
可
But
只
as
要
long
拥有
as we're
当下，
living in the present,
我们
we
将还
can
能
build
打
a
造明
future.
天。始源是一
Origin
种
is an
结束，
end, and
终点
finality
也
is a
是一种开
beginning.
始。纵使
What we
真理
hold
无法
true
应
may be
和，
proven false
只有
someday,
追寻真
but the
理，
pursuit of
才是永无
truth
止境的
never
路程。
ends.
这并不
This
是我
is
们
not a
三人
game
与凯
between
文之间
Kevin
的
and
博弈，
us.
这是全
It's
人类
humanity's
对命
fight
运发起的
against
抗争。
fate.
从自
From the
我去
past,
跨越
through the
现在
present,
直
to
至
the future.
未来。
The world had flipped open a new page, and the Earth's destiny would soon experience unprecedented changes. But before that, there must be someone to recall the past, recall the beginning of everything. For example, a story.
在我所阅览
Among
过
the
的梦
dream
境中，
spaces I had
曾有
witnessed,
这样的一幕发
there
生：
was once such a
这是一
scene.
个阳光明媚
It
的
was a
早
sunny
晨，
morning in a
想成
park,
为作
a
家的
boy
男
who
孩
wanted to become a
也想成为
writer
主角
and
的
a
女
girl
孩
who wanted to
在
become a
公园的草地
protagonist
上
were making
玩
up a
起了编
story.
故事的游戏。男
The
孩
boy
想了
thought for a
很
long
久，
time and
好
wrote
不
the
容易
start
把
of the
故事的
story
开
with
头写
much
出来，
difficulty.
却不知道
But he did not
要
know
怎么
how the
让主角自
protagonist
然地
would
进
take
行
the
下
next
一步。
step, so he
于是他
asked,
问道： 如
If you
果
were
你
trapped
现
in a
在
dark
被
cave right
困在一
now,
处漆
how
黑的
would you get
山洞，
out?
你要怎么出去呢？女
The
孩
girl
回
said,
答：
I'd cry
我
for
要大声
help
呼
so
叫，
people can hear
让
me
山
and
洞外
come
面的
save
人
me.
进来找我。
The
男
boy
孩
then
接着
asked,
问：
What if it was
如
dark
果当
and
时
no
是
one was
夜晚，
around?
山洞外面没有人怎么办？
The
女孩愣了
girl
一下，
paused and
随即
said,
说：
Then I'd
那
make
我
a
会做一
torch
个
and
火
walk
把，
out of
自
there
己
on my
走
own.
出去。这样的
The
过
boy
程太不
muttered
顺
that
利，
it would be too
男孩
easy,
喃喃自
so
语。
he set up a new
于
obstacle
是
for the
他
girl
按照自己
based on a
曾经读过
story
的
he
故
had
事，
read.
为女孩设下了新的障碍。要是
What
山
if
洞
the
口
huge
刚好躺
dragon
着一只
is
巨
lying
龙
at the
呢？
mouth of the cave?
他说
He asked.
那我就
Then
会
I'll
趁它进入
burn
梦
its
乡
bottom
时，
with fire
用
when
火
it's
烧它的
asleep.
屁股。
The girl waved a branch in
女
her
孩
hand,
挥舞着
looking
手上的
lively.
树枝，
I
神
just have
采
to
奕
spook
奕。
it and make it
只
move
要它
aside
吓一跳，
so I can
让
go
开了
home.
路，我就可以回家啦。
The
男
boy
孩
was very
很是惊讶地
surprised
说
and said, I
我以
thought
为
you
你
were
打
gonna.
算…… 女
The
孩
girl
认真地
answered
回答：
earnestly,
我
I'm
才
not
不会
like
那样
that.
呢！
It
我被
wasn't the
困在这个山洞里，
dragon that got me
也不一定
trapped,
就是
was
那个巨
it?
龙的原因吧。而且，
And the
说
cave
不定这个
might
山洞
actually
其
be
实
the
就是他的
dragon's
家呀。
home.
男孩
The
若有
boy
所
thought
思，
about it,
而他们的
and
游
their
戏
game ended
到这
there.
里便告一段落了。这是个
It's
有
an
趣的游
inter-
戏，
It's
对
an
吧？
interesting game,
不
isn't
过，
it?
毕
But
竟每个
everyone
人
is
都是不
different
同
after
的嘛。
all. And because
也
of
因
that,
此，
I'm
我格外好
especially
奇一件
curious
事：
about one thing.
当故事进行
When
到
the
最
story is
后，
coming to its
身为
end,
主角
where
的
the
女
girl is
孩
holding a
手中无
torch
马，
and facing
面对
the
巨龙
huge
时，
dragon,
你希望她怎么做？
what do you want her to
又
do?
想见
And what
证
kind
何
of
种结局
ending
呢？
would you like to see?